Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me for today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, where we will be finding out what you can do to enhance your finances and or career. This was a suggestion made by someone in the comments. Feel free to make suggestions for topics. For the first reading, we have Malachite along with this card. There's a spell underneath related to fertility, abundance, prosperity. In each one of these cards, we'll find out in the reading what it is. For reading number 2, we have Cinnabrite. And for reading number 3, we have green moss agate. Let your intuition guide you to which card and or crystal you're most drawn to. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to 2 or even all 3 of the messages, as there may be additional guidance for you there. You'll find a link to all the readings in the description box below, as well as a listing of all the cards that I use. And if I have a link where you can find those cards, I include that as well. On November 15th, 2024, I'm giving away a free personalized tarot reading. All you have to do to qualify is give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and type Beaver Moon in the comments below. Good luck. Hello, reading number 1. You chose the Malachite, which is known as a stone of deep transformation, assisting in clearing out old patterns, releasing stagnant energy. It encourages personal growth, helps to break down barriers to change, supporting spiritual evolution and courage in the face of transformation. It's associated with the heart chakra and aids in emotional healing, especially past traumas. It promotes inner peace by helping release negative emotions and opening the heart to compassion. It's also known as a protective stone, shielding the aura from negative energies and pollutants. It enhances one's awareness, providing clarity on issues or relationships that may need boundaries or re-evaluation. And I feel like looking at it from this angle, it kind of looks like an eye, and here we have an eye. So I think perhaps there may be some clarity coming your way. The spell that you chose is victory. I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. And this is card number 35, which reduces to an 8, which is all about abundance. All right, I'm liking your message already. Let's get some more information. See what we can find out about what guidance there is for you regarding enhancing your finances and or career. What message do you have for reading number 1 about their finances or career? All right, we have stimulation. And I love that you have chilies. You know, chili peppers is often an ingredient used to increase abundance and prosperity. And this card asks you to examine your motivation for whatever it is that you're doing. Are you passionate about it? You're being encouraged to really look at these things now. Are you doing things that you're passionate about? Are you doing things that you feel you're supposed to be doing, or something somebody else suggested? And this is going to be key to enhancing your abundance. All right, let's get one of these. So far, your reading really seems to be about clarity, passion, and abundance. Okay. The skunk and magnolia, protection. Interesting, because the Malachite talks about, you know, setting boundaries or the need for boundaries or reevaluating. And here we have the skunk, which is great at setting boundaries, even without the, spraying anything, just the thought that it might spray you, seeing that stripe, that coloring, warns us and animals that we don't want to mess with this creature, even if it is small. And magnolia are protected with this waxy outer covering. It's a very ancient plant, one of the most ancient flowering plants. In fact, there's some evidence that it is the first tree plant on earth that actually bloomed. It created flowers before we had bees. In fact, it's still fertilized by beetles, pollinated by beetles. Also a message about protection. So, maybe protecting your passion from others so they don't try to influence you with what they think you should do. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see what other messages we can get about how you can find this clarity, follow your passion, increase your abundance. Oh, that is way too many. Let's put that back. What can reading number 1 do to follow their passion and increase their abundance? All right, 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is about celebrating. We see here candles. It's also about stability. You know, there's 4 legs on a chair or a table because that's a stable model. But it's also about achieving something. And here we see victory. What are you working on? What other message do you have for reading number 1 about enhancing their abundance, their finances, following their passion? All right, 3 of Pentacles. This is working with others. If you are following your passion, there may be a need to protect your ideas from some people, the naysayers, those that would tell you this is a waste of time or that it's difficult, and they have the best intentions. That is their own inner critic. That's probably how they speak to themselves. And instead, find people that are in the same industry and collaborating with them in a way that's beneficial for both of you or all of you. There are organizations, business organizations, different types of organizations that help to align like-minded people and people within the same industry for this purpose. Because although there may be similarities in your businesses, there are going to be unique qualities to each of you. For example, we see 3 women here. We can maybe assume that they are practicing some type of magic or witchery, green magic, but maybe they each have a different specialty. Perhaps this one is good with herbology, and maybe this one's specialty is crystals and stones. Maybe this one is manifestation. So it's the same field, but they have their own niche, their own specialty. And so they can refer clients to each other. So maybe that type of situation. And you will also learn from each other in this way. And it keeps your motivation and your excitement going, that passion. It feeds when you're speaking to people that are also excited about what they're doing that's similar to what you're doing, this motivates you, as opposed to speaking to people, again, who aren't following their own dreams and want to impose their inner critic on you. Six of Pentacles. All right, this is balancing energy, balancing your finances. Here we see somebody finding coins in the couch. So it could be finding a way to move around your money, discover new resources, sharing, again, sharing. So let's say you're starting a new business, a new endeavor, and perhaps that you include this, include with this some coupons, a discount for referrals. Maybe you give some things away, not to the extent that you lose money, but just as a marketing ploy. So again, maybe referrals. I'm really hearing referrals. Maybe if you have a client or customer that refers somebody else, then they both get 10% off or something like that, or they get some bonus. Some way to use generosity as a means to increase your visibility and your customer base. What other messages do you have for reading number 1 about enhancing their finances? Following their passion. All right, Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is very strategic. This is a planner, strategizing. It's also communication. Swords are the element of air, so it's ideas, thinking, thoughts, communication. And clarity. So being clear, again, on what it is that you want. The Queen of Swords knows exactly what she wants. And she's going to use the best strategy to achieve it. She's always one step ahead. Swords also cut both ways. So there's a message of tact and diplomacy. There's truth and honesty, but in a diplomatic and tactful way. If you don't know how to say something nice, then perhaps don't say anything at all, right? What I see is that you're learning to communicate differently, both personal and conversations within your relationships, but also within however you gain your resources. So this again could be marketing or advertising. Make sure not to say anything negative about competitors. Being honest and having integrity is very valuable and going to increase your likability. All right, let's see what the guidebook says about the spell card. All right, if you have been chosen by this spell, you will soon have cause to celebrate and revel in upcoming events, and this magical spell will help you to do so without fear for your integrity. Wow, how about that? You can wear the garland of the victor and bring joy and inspiration to others. Be happy when the moment comes and you hear those joyous bells ring out. You will have won a deserved victory. Love that. Beautiful confirmation. All right. For this spell, you will need a gold cloth, a candle, a goblet, or chalice, or just a lovely cup of some warmed wine or juice with some warming herbs and spices, a pinch of cinnamon, 3 black peppercorns, 2 to 3 star anise, a cardamom pod, a little honey, and a little nutmeg. Cover the altar with your sacred space with the gold cloth. See a circle of golden light moving all about you, encircling you and filling you with a sense of achievement, participation, contribution, and of exceeding your own expectations. Feel this triumph and joy moving within you and light your candle. Sprinkle the herbs and spices into your goblet with the honey and swirl them about. Gaze into the flame. Raise your goblet to the flame and chant 3 times. Nike, fly unto me now. Place the garland on my brow. Let sweet victory now be mine. Let the triumph be divine. I shall celebrate you and I shall rise. I shall be victory, make me wise. I will let victory make me wise. Thank you, Nike, and by the power of 3, as I do will, so mote it be. All right, I fumbled that up a little bit. There it is if you want to take a screenshot. Raise your goblet and drink, sip your wine, and feel its lovely warmth move throughout you. Toast your success, your victory, and know Nike is with you, flying with you, bringing you the ability to be the victor, to succeed, and to surpass even your own expectations. Finally, see the circle of golden light all about you shimmer, then dissolve, transmuting and being reabsorbed back into the energy of the universe. I love that. And of course, you're always welcome to customize spells, make them your own. That adds your own energy, your own uniqueness, your power to the spell. So for example, if you don't like warm wine, make it warm tea or hot cacao. If I was going to do this, I would probably use tea or cacao. And with this chili pepper here, you might even add a little teensy bit of chili powder. Chili powder and cacao are actually a really great combination. Reading number 1, I'm so happy for you. Whatever this is, you're going to be victorious on it. I see many of you pursuing something on your own, but working with others. And remember to protect your ideas from naysayers. Only share maybe broad ideas with competitors, but not in a suspicious way, just in a wise way, like the Queen of Swords. And I see again that your throat chakra is opening, because with this Malachite, you're communicating and expressing yourself from your heart chakra, which is going to give you that integrity. Reading number 1, please let me know how this resonates. I love to hear your comments, how this message connects with your life, the images that you see, what you hear, and what I share. You're always welcome to reach out to me for additional guidance if you feel that you need it, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. Welcome. You chose the Cinnabrite. Often used to boost energy, creativity, motivation. It ignites the inner fire, making it especially valuable for those seeking passion and vitality in life, be it their spiritual practice, work, or personal growth. This stone encourages confidence and empowerment, supporting self-expression and the courage to pursue one's goals. It's excellent for those who want to overcome self-doubt and embrace their true selves. It can lift spirits, bring a sense of joy and lightness. It helps to release stagnant energies or thought patterns that hold one back, promoting positivity and a joyful perspective on life. And the card spell that you chose is friendship. Bring to me friendship true, sharing laughter, understanding too. This may seem unlikely for a reading on career and finances, but with the web of life, everything is connected. So we'll see how that connects to your finances, to your enhancing your career. Let's get some oracle cards first. All right, what message do you have for reading number 2 on how to enhance their career and their finances? Luck Lime. All right, we had this card come out yesterday or the day before. So if you got that reading, interesting. This is validation of that. And I love that it's green. We also have green here. I think that this is a good sign, a positive sign of your finances increasing, as well as your luck. What other message do you have for reading at number 2? All right, I thought this one. The deer and oat healing. There's a message of healing something that may be causing self-doubt. Remember with the Cinnabrite, we talked about self-doubt and embracing your true self. There's something about shedding, you know, these deer shed their antlers, and oats can grow in very poor soil and still be nutritious for us. So there's this idea of maybe where you started, the conditions may have seemed difficult or challenging, but despite that, or maybe even because of it, you're growing into who you're meant to be and making you more resilient. And there's this cycle of releasing something and embracing your true nature. In addition to this card being about luck, limes, citrus are also cleansing. So there's this idea of, again, you shedding these antlers of doubt and growing antlers of courage to support your self-expression and pursue your goals. Message do you have for reading number 2 about, all right? Direction, guardian, choose your path. And you know, this direction guardian has 4 faces. It's inspired by the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel, said to have 4 faces, a young kind of cherub face, a bull, a lion, and an eagle. And the message is how angels can take many guises. They can come in many forms, and they can speak through different beings, different people, different animals. And I feel this is connected to your friendship card. There's something about meeting people. Maybe it could just be like a random encounter when you're out, you know, getting a coffee, standing in line, and you speak to somebody in front of you that they share something that seems very synchronistic. And, you know, sometimes we use the word luck for that. How lucky it is that you stood behind this person, you know, to get your coffee, and they had this right information for you that you needed just at that time. It could also be unexpected people that maybe you work with, or you know there's some part of your circle who you wouldn't really call them a friend, but they may still have some little nugget of information for you. So be on the lookout for that. There's angels communicating to you. This is also about finding out what makes your heart and your soul sing, what really excites you, and following that excitement. It's like, even throughout the day, you know, kind of deciding, like getting the coffee, right? Like I kind of feel like stopping on the way to work to get a coffee. And then because you followed that little impulse of excitement, of inspiration, you stood behind this person that had some little nugget of information that helped you. So be on the lookout for that. Follow those little inspirations of excitement. And it's going to help bring you the clarity of what your big passion is if you don't already know. What truly makes your heart sing, your soul sing. All right, let's get some tarot cards. See what else we can find out. Reading number 2. The World. I love that. This is everything. This is completion, success. It's the last card in the major arcana. So it's completing some major goal. But again, it's also enjoying that moment, right? It's this holistic approach, this exactly what I talked about when I pulled the friendship card. This might seem like an unlikely card to draw when we're discussing finances and career, but understanding that everything is connected. This is what the World card is validating, that your luck, your synchronicities, the way that you're going to enhance your finances, move forward in your career, grow your business, is through the synchronicities, by following these little impulses to do things, because everything is connected. It's like you have this big intention, you send it out to the universe, just sort of let it go, and then the universe responds by sending you these little nudges of inspiration. And by you following those, you're going to be in the right place at the right time. Wow. Love your message, reading number 2. What other messages do you have for reading number 2 regarding this? All right. 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is nostalgia. It could also be someone from the past returning. So it maybe you following these little nudges, you run into somebody that you knew years ago. And even if you weren't close friends, maybe just acquaintances, maybe you had them in a class or something, they may, again, it's going to be this stroke of luck, this synchronicity. What other message? All right. The Hermit. There are some things that must be done on your own. And we see all these books. And this card says, give yourself compassion you were never given. So remember that the Cinnabrite talks about bringing a sense of joy and lightness, lifting your spirits, healing something, promoting positivity, having this joyful perspective on life. So there's some healing going on here as well, like we talked about with the deer. But just because there's some things done on the own, it doesn't mean that you're going to isolate, because there is something to be gained by getting out and going out into the world. Even if it's just buying a cup of coffee, walking to the deli or the bakery, making eye contact, smiling, being friendly. This is key also to these synchronicities. What other message do you have for reading number 2 regarding enhancing your career and our finances? Strength. It takes great strength to be soft. So again, I'm hearing being compassionate with yourself. And others. Again, being friendly, turning that compassion, love, and friendliness inward as well as outward. Practicing positive self-talk. So although you may have overcome much and you are strong, you don't have to be hard. You can be soft. And I love that it shows somebody here petting a cat tenderly. So think about how, if you have a pet, how protective you are of them, how loving and nurturing you are, how you make them special little meals. You know, it's not just cat food or dog food. Maybe you mix in some extra things. Maybe you completely cook their food for them or take them for walks. And how you talk to them, how you're always telling them you love them, you show them physical affection, and you're being guided to do this with yourself. Start practicing this with yourself. Treat yourself as well as you treat your pet, or as well as you might treat a good friend. And this is going to elevate your energy. This is going to increase your perspective on life in a positive way and support your self-expression, really embracing who you are. All right, let's check the guidebook and see what this spell card says. If this spell has chosen you, you're being guided to consider your current relationships, to look them over with a fresh eye. This spell will help you to gain a deeper understanding of your existing friendships, and it will also help you to meet people who actively encourage the growth of your soul, propelling you further along the path to radiance and fulfillment. All right, so for this spell, you will need a candle, 3 pieces of rose quartz, and 3 lengths of ivy or 3 green ribbons, as well as oils of sandalwood, rose, geranium, orange, and rose. So that first one was rose geranium. The rose is optional, and patchouli. Blend 1 drop of patchouli and 3 drops of each other oil with a base oil to create an anointing oil for your candle. Go to your sacred space and see a circle of green light glowing all about you. Anoint your candle, seeing friendships growing all about you, strengthening, becoming peaceful, honest, full of joy, sharing, support, and love. See them lasting and changing in wonderful ways over time. Light your candle, hold the 3 stones in your left hand, and chant 3 times. Sharing, laughter, understanding too. Goddess now send to me. Friendship loyal, friendship free. Give and take and honor bound. Friendship brave and so profound. I no longer feel alone. With friendship new, friendship known. Draw to me heart so kind that joy about me now will wind. Enduring, honest, real and strong. Friendship deep, friendship long, and by the power of the 3 by 3, as I do will, so mote it be. Place the 3 pieces of rose quartz upon the altar. Take your ivy or ribbons and weave the lengths together, just as if you would braid hair. While you do this, don't focus on a particular person. Simply be open to whom the universe sends you, so that you can be delighted and surprised. When you have woven the links together, loop them into a circle so that the friendship is ever open yet unending like a circle. Tie some bells into your circlet and then hang this on your front door, knowing it will draw new or renewed friendships into your life. Return to your sacred space and blow out your candle, blowing the wish of friendship into the universal energy all about you. Finally, see a ring of green shimmering shine and then slowly dissolve back into the energy of the cosmos, taking your magic out and returning it to you, to the power of 3. You are never alone, lovely one. You will have friends, true and soon. Love that. And I love that it even mentioned returning friends, because we have the 6 of Cups here, which can mean somebody from the past returning. And it talks about the Hermit card. You don't have to be alone. While some things must be alone, you don't have to always be alone. So if you have been isolating, just know that this is a nudge from your guardian angels to get out there. This is going to enhance other areas of your life. Everything is interconnected. Reading number 2, I'm so happy for you. This is such a happy, positive reading. You're always welcome to reach out to me for additional guidance if you feel that you need it. Please let me know how this resonates. I love reading your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose the green moss agate, known as a stone of nature. Green moss agate promotes a deep connection with the earth. It's grounding, balancing. It helps one feel rooted, making it ideal for meditation and nature-based spiritual practices. It has long been associated with attracting abundance, prosperity, and success, especially in pursuits that align with one's true nature. It aids in manifesting dreams by supporting one's connection to life's cycles and rhythms. Green moss agate helps stabilize emotions, making it excellent for relieving stress and encouraging resilience. It's soothing and supportive, especially during times of emotional healing, encouraging optimism and trust in life's unfolding. And the card you chose is Courage. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. All right, let's see what else we can find out. Reading number 3. What message do you have for reading number 3 about enhancing their finances and or career? Victory. All right. All right. Somebody told me how to say this in the comments. Nasturtium, I believe is how you say it. But I got this card from a different deck last time it came out. Not this card, but this plant. Nasturtium, I believe is how you say it. And oh my goodness, look at this. 44, which reduces to an 8. And here we have 17, also an 8, which is abundance. And we already talked about the green moss agate being associated with attracting abundance and prosperity. So this card is about you being self-reliant, triumphant, victorious, overcoming obstacles, finding resolutions and solutions. Love it. Already off to a great start reading number 3. You may also see 44 or 444, repeating numbers, angels communicating with you. The coyote and datura, deceit. You know, with this card and this card, the message is to not be concerned about impressing others. Being authentic, having integrity, and trusting your instincts. All right, let's see what other messages we can get reading number 3. What message do you have for reading number 3 about enhancing their finances, growing their abundance? Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. Oof. And you have this orange, a symbol of prosperity and abundance. This is about seizing the opportunity at the right moment. It's all about timing. We have the little praying mantis here who doesn't go out and hunt the way a lion would. Instead, it sits and waits and seizes the opportunity at that right moment. Things come to it. So again, I see opportunities coming to you to grow your finances, maybe grow within your career, if that's relevant for you. But keeping an eye out. Being on the lookout for these opportunities. All right, let's get some more messages. Look at the tarot cards and see what else you're meant to hear at this time regarding your career and or finances. Okay. We have the 6 of Swords, leaving behind troubled waters in pursuit of calmer waters. This says it's time to write a new chapter. Some of you may be switching jobs or venturing out on your own or even moving. Let's get some more information. If that resonates with you, please let us know. Or perhaps taking a job that requires commuting or traveling. What would you like reading number 3 to know about how they can enhance their abundance and prosperity? Okay, that was too many. So I'm going to put those back and keep going. How can reading number 3 enhance their finances. All right, I feel both of these cards want to come out. We have the 10 of Wands. And the Chariot. So, overcoming something, some burden. You know, with this, write a new chapter, and then the 10 of Wands, 10s being at completion. We have courage. I do feel that this is a new chapter for you. This could mean a change in careers or jobs for some of you, or maybe moving departments within a company. The Chariot is about victory, overcoming obstacles. These two cards have almost the same energy. So there is definitely something that you're overcoming. If you've been experiencing something that felt heavy, laborious, burdensome, that is coming to an end with the 10 of Wands. 10s are about completion. What other message do you have for reading number? All right. The Star, I love that. What a great ending. The Star is hope, rejuvenation, rebirth. Success. Have faith that healing is in the forecast. So there is definitely some goal that you're achieving, some obstacle that you're overcoming, and you're starting a new chapter. This is like a rebirth, it's almost like being baptized and coming out a new person. Again, this new chapter. You know, now you have hope and courage. And perhaps another meaning to the coyote, datura, deceit is the deception that we play on ourselves at times, thinking that we're not good enough, or we're not capable or qualified enough for something, knowledgeable enough. And I see you moving away from this energy with the 6 of Swords. I see you completing this lesson, putting that burdensome thought process down and moving on. I love this Chariot on the bicycle. It's like if there has been any kind of stuck energy, things are moving forward now. You're victorious. You have the courage and the hope. Let's read the spell card for this courage magical spell. All right. If this card shows you the universe is prompting you to take some significant action, which you have been delaying for a long time, this spell card will help you find your inner hero, and in doing so, you will learn to keep moving forward even when every fiber of your being is urging you to turn and run. This spell will truly work magic for you, and afterwards, you'll tingle with the excitement of having broken through a significant barrier. Love that. Definitely sounds like the Chariot card. And the 6 of Swords. I mean, all of it. It just goes along so perfectly. All right, the courage spell. You will need a gold candle anointed with frankincense or rosewood essential oil. On the night of a waxing moon, which, by the way, at the time of this reading, it is a waxing moon, wear gold to ignite your courage. And go to your sacred energetic space. Visualize a sparkling circle of gold forming all around you, shining and bright, glowing with power. Light your candle. Now chant 3 times out loud. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. by the power of 3 by 3, as I do will, so mote it be. Begin to feel the courage now welling up inside you in the form of golden light. See yourself clad in hero's garments. Imagine yourself facing what must be faced, saying what must be said, and doing what you know to be right. You are your own hero. You have the courage. Feel yourself filled with this quality from head to toe, shining and strong, brave and strong. Truly know you are your own hero. Write down any thoughts, messages, or inspirations you've received from your inner hero in your book of shadows and light. Write a little about the heroic, courageous person that you are. Encourage yourself. When you have finished, blow out your candle and see the circle of golden light that is all about you shimmer, then dissolve, transmuting and being absorbed back into the energy of the universe. Love that. Reading number 3, I definitely see one chapter closing and a new chapter beginning, and it's exciting, adventurous, hopeful. I see you brave, courageous, and graceful, victorious, triumphant. Please let me know how this resonates. I love to read your comments. You're always welcome to reach out to me for additional guidance by connecting with me through my website linked below in the comments. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.